What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Lex Alexis for a live stream yet again. Just bit my tongue. Ow, what a bad start. Oh no. Oh, what a bad start. Ow. I could cry. Let's try this again. Welcome back, guys, to Lex Alexis. And today we've got a live stream of Norwich versus Millwall. Norwich who picked up their first win in midweek against Huddersfield. 2-1 victors against Huddersfield Town there. Millwall have done very, very well this season so far, only losing one game at the moment. And on the whole, they've been pretty good. I mean, what I will say about Millwall, defensively, not maybe as strong as they have been. They've actually conceded 2 goals in their last 2 games at least. But they are getting results. They beat Coventry 3-2 and a very, very impressive opening day performance against Stoke City as well. Right, I was just checking that headphones are on. They are, but you know, it's low on batteries, so there could be a point where I won't have any audio to commentate on, but you will still see me with my reaction. There is not Loftus Road, there's Carrow Road. That's where we are playing and seeing our football from tonight. We've got highlights now of Norwich playing against Wigan, and a big part of them just not even having a great start to the season is the amount of mistakes they have at the back, which is very, very shocking, I think. There's at least one against Wigan, and then there's definitely an atrocious one against Hull City. So right now, this is what Norwich have got to address if they want to be a serious team. Now, I've not seen his Huddersfield goal. There's Jack Rudoni. And is it... I wouldn't say... you can arguably say it's a defensive error, actually. But it's poor defending. Norwich really need to work on their defence if they want to be right up there in the top 6, in my personal opinion. Oh, that's nice. I've got Jeremy Nakanoff and Neil Harris actually commentating this as well. Right, let's actually see who's here. What's a Growing fan? Welcome. Charlie says, hello, are you there? I am here. Peter Weymouth says, anyone there? I'm here. And we are live. No one yet. Yeah, that's basically everyone saying that's why I've not started at 7:30. Sorry about that, guys. I'll actually give you a bit of context on that. I arrived back home at 7:15. So I only have 15 minutes to get changed, have dinner, and set all the graphics pretty much. Unfortunately, there was a line-side fire in Ipswich and Stowmarket today, so naturally every train that went from Ipswich was delayed. So out of my control, unfortunately, but I did get back as quick as I can. And the really annoying thing is about having YouTube Studio on your phone, you can't actually change the time of your stream, because I would have done that if I could have, but I just couldn't. So I had to make do with 7:30. It was a bit of a stress, but we managed to get it live in the end. Blue Terrier, very good comment. But I'll pin that comment when I go back to it. No Gatsby, no party. He is actually downstairs. We'll see if he actually follows me up the stairs. Anyone else here? Liam, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. If anyone is new around here, everyone do give everyone a warm welcome. I don't know if Liam is a new viewer or not, but regardless, let's just give everyone a warm welcome and give Liam a really nice welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, Charlie reminding everyone to make predictions. Yes, make your score predictions, because I've already saved most of them. I know there's a couple that I've just posted, which I will save in the next couple of minutes or so. Definitely around 5 minutes before the match, I'll definitely make sure that they're saved, just so that everyone gets their chance to predict as close to kickoff as possible. I predicted 2-1 to Norwich. Pat Jones' goal was beautiful, says Blue Terrier. Yeah, it was a great goal, actually. Great individual work. Poor defending, though, by Norwich, and it was just a shame for them. When they went down to 10 men, it really destroyed Huddersfield's chances on winning, in my opinion. Game Geek says, go on yellow. So I'm assuming you are supporting Norwich today. Liam's talking to everyone. Nice, fantastic. How's the table going? Right, the Prediction League table. That's a really good question, actually. I don't know if Catch is going to work on Microsoft Excel, because that's where I've kept the current tables. I have had to make a couple of changes. I made a mistake in the Premier League table, and obviously I've now got all the midweek's predictions or points on the table as well. And I'll give a shout out straight away to Charlie because he... Why are you calling me now? Someone's calling me. Basically, I'm going to give Charlie a shout out because he was a lad. He managed to calculate everyone's points. I've even checked myself, thinking that there could have been a mistake, but no, there was no mistakes. He nailed it. Now, I can show you the table. This is what it's looking like. So, obviously, the big rectangle on the left is the one to look out for, okay? What I'll do, I'll actually just really zoom into what I want you to see. Let's prediction league here. This is after week 4. Wallace and Gromit fan, you've got a 5-point lead for 4 Kidos in second. I've now risen up to 3rd place following the midweek games. I've got 6 points here, so if you're wondering, last week's points here, points 1, totals, and they're applying to here, just in case you were wondering. If you're highlighted in red, it means in the previous week you weren't featured in the prediction league. But if you're in the top 24, you're featured in it now. So Joe Gallagher being a good example. Joe wasn't featured in the prediction league last week, but because he scored a whopping... How many points did he score? He scored a lot, if I remember right. So he's on 23. He must have scored at least 13 points because I don't remember him cracking 15. So he's done really well to get up there. James Macy, who was the runner-up of last year in 9th place. And, you know, let me know if you can see your name in the table. Right, I need to see these own goals. Oh, no way. That's the first goal by Cabango. Oh, please don't tell me this is the second own goal. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, my God. My days. I didn't even know Overflowing had that chance there. And then cross again in the right. Oh, my God, again. Always a cross in the right-hand side. I don't believe that. How have Swansea thrown this away? I mean, probably not really deserved, but Swansea will question how on earth they threw that away. There's Owen, there's Matt, Bailey's there. All these viewers are in there. And one thing I will say, the people who are just below the Prediction League are as follows. Lequan, Blue Terrier. I don't know why Jose... Oh, no, actually, these are the new people. Right here, this row. So for people just below it here, you've got Coniston, Lequan, Toby, Blue Terrier, Spence, Bizplot, Daddy Cool, James, MR, Nick, Broccoli, Dunyo. They're all these people are just below. So you've got a really good exclusive. It may look a bit messy, but it does do the job. Let's just actually change the window capture to what I wanted to change it to, which is... oh no. I hate Windows Capture. I really despise it. Why can I no longer see? Oh my God, I despise everything about window capture. I really do. So it's clever enough to work out you're using Edge or Google Chrome, and then when you go out of it or change it, it just forgets you've done it. Oh my God. Not now. This is the worst time for it to be malfunctioning. Right, I'm going to have to reopen Edge and then reopen Capture. Part of the work of being a content creator, guys, in trying to fix right. It's working now at least. Microsoft Edge is at least working. Going to go history. Yes, right. Channel history's over there. What? Can I not open it? Are you kidding me right now? Just let me open it. What do you mean? Oh my God. Norwich, Millwall, and this. That's all. Oh, what? Only one at a time? Oh, they're taking the mickey now. That and that. I can't be asked anymore. Right. There we go. We're back in business and it's all out of shape. I'll fix this as well. For goodness sake. I really do hate Windows Capture. You may have guessed that by now. Yeah, that's good. You can't see me now, but I'll hopefully fix that in a minute. This also is a weird thing that happens there. I don't know why it doesn't allow me to... What's going on here? There we go. Bloody hell. Right, I think we're back now. Let's actually read you guys' comments before I move on. Coventry are playing at the CBS Arena on 31st of August against Preston. Yes, now I did see a tweet recently that they were really starting to have developments to fix the stadium. They made it very, very seriously. But I didn't actually know about that announcement. I'll look into that actually. Charlie said 13 points. Blue Terry says we have a pitch. That's the chant. Promoted both your videos. Yeah, I did see. Cheers, Charlie, as well. Ethan, welcome to the stream. I've seen that there. Don't underestimate them, says Liam there. He's talking about Blackpool there. They are... Oh, who are Blackpool playing? Burnley. Yeah, they're playing Burnley. Ooh, yeah, it'll be an interesting game. Thoughts on Preston and Hull. Preston lacking a clinical goal scorer for being a decent championship team. Hull, I think right now I've got a couple of flair players, and what I will say, I think they've done some underrated transfer business, but I'm going to be very interested to see if they can keep up with this brilliant star. They're giving me vibes of what Reading were like 2 seasons ago. Right, okay, I think I've now read everything that I needed to hear. I'm just going to quickly check again to see if the other Edge file is open. I don't think it's going to be. No, I'm going to have to deal with that. That's just grey, isn't it? Right, okay. Well, we have got Norwich versus Millwall. Let's actually talk about the match this time. I'm a bit worried that my headphones will run out of charge at some point, so I'm hoping not. Here are your teams tonight. So, Norwich, I've got Tim Krul in goal. Got Kenny McLean, Graham Hanley, Andrew Omo Bamidele, or Amibadi. I need to nail this name. Omo Bamidele. I think that's how you say it. Max Aarons, Marcelino Nunez. Nunez is the one who scored that free kick in their 2-1 defeat against Hull. Liam Gibbs, I think. Yeah, Liam Gibbs actually. That's interesting. Kieran Dow. Ooh, no Todd Cantwell, I've just noticed. Ono Hernandez in the left-hand side, and Daniel Sinani. I tell you what, that's an entirely different front three. No Timu Puki either. No Rashia. There's some changes in this team. Gibson's there, Ramsey's there, Sarah, the new signing. There's Cantwell, Rashia, and Puki. I tell you what, I think they've actually not earned their right to be in the starting 11 right now. That's the front three I expected to really go riot in the championship season, but those three have all, in my opinion, underperformed so far. So we'll see if putting them on the bench from Dean Smith is going to give them a fire in their belly. Millwall's team looks like this. Got Bilkowski, Wallace, Hutchinson, Leonard, McNamara, Mitchell, Saville, Malone, Honeyman, Afobe, and Tyler Burry. You're going to let me know, guys, if it's an unchanged team. I mean, I wasn't too impressed with their performance against Swansea, but they did at least get a point out of it, and I think their determination and their work ethic is what's going to carry Mill over the line in most of these games. Cresswell, Cooper, Shackleton, Bradshaw, Fleming, and Vogelsammer, what a name that is on the bench as well. Referee tonight is Robert Jones. Mill will currently 5th place. Norwich 17th. Now, one thing that will be interesting, Norwich will overtake Millwall if they beat them tonight. So it goes to show you how many places you can go up the table just with a singular win at this stage of the season. And honestly, the teams that are up there are going to be the most consistent teams. And I would dare say, I think those 3 teams up there, Blackburn, Hull and Watford in their own right, have been the most consistent 3 teams so far. So it is all about consistency. Coventry, Luton, West Brom occupying the bottom part of the table, and the only other 2 teams who've not won a game so far, Middlesbrough and Wigan Athletic. Let me know, guys, of what you think about this game tonight. Lequan, welcome to the stream. Charlie Preston to get the goal in the last minute. Oh, Albie scenes. Does that mean it's better? Um, oh, are you talking about the kit? I don't know what you're on about there. I think I said hello to you, Lecorn, already. Welcome to the stream. Changes for both teams. We'll wait to see what that means. Oh, right, okay, that's fine. What a great team in 13th place, says Liam there. I wonder who he's on about, yeah. So Burnley, so far, and if I'll put capture on for this to give him a shout out. Burnley are in 13th place as of now. A draw, a win, in fact, two draws, a win and a loss. And they've not won, actually, since the opening day of the season. So it's currently 3 games without a win. Blackpool, I think, will be an interesting challenge. I think there won't be much that separates them there. I don't see Burnley being a team that could blow teams away by 3 or 4 goals yet. Bit similar to, arguably, Norwich, but they're lacking a clinical striker. And they really, apart from that, have got a lot of good things all around the pitch. Predictions, a 1-1 draw. So that's for this game, I think. I think I've also predicted 1-1 as well, actually. Yeah, I think I have. About Norwich's team position and about it being different. Oh, right, fair enough. Yeah, I thought that might be what you meant. Liam's also predicting 1-1. It seems 1-1 is the popular choice so far. Right, these are still working so far. Norwich has got not Norwich. Matt has got 80 plus viewers on his stream. Fair play to the lad. And congratulations to him for actually getting the sponsorship too. I say actually, it's been long overdue, but the fact he's got one, amazing. I've actually signed up to Betfair as well as a result of this too. Just to show my support, that's the thing that I can do to help him going through the process so far. I don't know why I have my door, it's a ghost. Lekwa says, give us a career mode. Oh, I wish I had more time, honestly. I really want to do one, but I don't know if I've got the time anymore. Had I not been working full time, then easily. And one thing I would say about that is that when I get past my probationary stage, which is going to end in September, I'll be definitely working from home a lot more, and I could potentially organise some things from that. But as of now, I've got to be as well behaved as I can in office, pretty much. So, unfortunately, none of that so far. But I really, really hope that I can figure something out to do all of this again. I need what? What do I need? I went for 1-0. You need a sponsor? I'm not going to get a sponsor yet. Are you kidding me? Not a chance. No. I don't see it happening personally, but that would be amazing if it ever does happen. You know, Matt's had to work really hard. Just remember how much he's done to even get to the level that he's gone to as well. The first time I've even spoken to Matt, actually, or even communicated with him on YouTube, he was under 1,000 subs. A bit similar to where this channel is right now. And he's taken that and he's really grown to a point where he could hit 20,000 subscribers before September, which is unreal. And at that point, he'll be closing in on Benjamin Bloom. So he's definitely riding a tidal wave of positive success, is all I'll say about that. And some people think, you're going to sound bitter about that. I'm really not. I really couldn't think anyone deserves it more than that, to be honest. Because I know how serious he takes it, and I know how hard he works. Having spoken to him a couple of times, I know how hard he does have to work. Some of you here, right, I'll do some plugging of my own now. If you can hit the like button for this channel, it really does help for this stream specifically. The target is 30 likes. We're on line likes at the moment. If you've not hit the like button, please do go and hit it. It really does help the growth of this channel as well. An update to any of you intrigued about the subscribers, because of course when you hit 1,000 subscribers, you can't see the exact number of subscribers anymore. We're on 1,323. So actually we're 10 away from a third of the way from 1,000 to 2,000. So I think 10 subs for today, whilst maybe unrealistic, well no, it is unrealistic, but whilst it's unrealistic, 1,333 would be my target for today, or probably even tomorrow, because I am thinking of streaming tomorrow. So that is where we're at so far. If you've not hit the subscribe button, please do so. It really helps the growth of this channel when you do like, subscribe. Thank you, Charlie, for sharing. I'll give you a shout out for that. But guys, sharing the channel as well also really, really helps. You know, oh gosh, I was just seeing this highlight reel from Daniel Sinani. Oh, that's the goal he scored against his former club. Oh dear. Well, he had a great game for Norwich, but it's just a moment to forget from Huddersfield fans last season. Oh man. Oh, and he's celebrated a little bit. I expected him to kind of tone it down a little bit. Lequan's talking about career modes there. He's doing Leighton Orient. Interesting choice of team. I always liked trying to take a League 2 team right to the top. I've not shared my stream, I've just realised. Right, let's actually share my stream. That might help. It looks like YouTube isn't broken today. I think I'm getting the average viewers I tend to expect on this channel. So at least, I mean, I don't have to think about that. Just got to find the right thing for Discord. There we go. Oh my gosh, we're 3 minutes from kickoff. I think I need to start wearing these on. The headphones are back. I've got to say, if that's the crowd you're getting 3 minutes before kickoff, I'm a bit disappointed about that. You know, there's not much singing. It's all, you know, everyone's just talking, moving, rejigging and stuff. I mean, I'm hoping when the two teams go out, we're going to get a roar from both sets of fans. Millwall fans never tend to disappoint, but Norwich fans, it'll be interesting to see what they're like at the moment. Here they go. The two goalkeepers are leading the teams. Both teams are now out on the pitch. I'll go away, Cricket. I don't want to see you right now. I want to watch the football. Right, hopefully I didn't disconnect the microphone. I was just looking for my bottle of water, which is on the other side of the desk. Right, teams again. And I'll put it on capture as well, just so you can see. I mean, I get that Pookie is injured with a bruised foot, but I do think it's part of the performance part of it as well. Tim Krul, Kenny McLean, Grant Hanley, you've got Andrew Omabideli, that's the best I've said that name so far, Max Aarons, Marcelino Nunez, Liam Gibbs, Kieran Dow, Ono Hernandez, Josh Sargent and Daniel Sinani. I think that's a very positive team still. And you've got a lot of quality on that bench as well. Here's Mill's team. You've got Barkowski, Mark Wallace, Hutchinson, Leonard, McNamara, Billy Mitchell, George Saville, Scott Malone, George Honeyman, Ben Ikafobe and Tyler Burry. Interesting stuff there. And that is their bench as well. We've got Leeds double, Shackleton and Cresswell there. Two creative players in Bradshaw and, of course, Jake Cooper on the bench as well. Vogelsammer, I'm going to say it again, one of my favourite names I've seen today. Excited for this one, says Charlie? Yes, I'm intrigued, probably more than excited at the moment, but I am very interested. You know, it's the first I have actually watched Norwich live when I was ill, when they played against Wigan, so it's not the first time I'm seeing Norwich for a full 90 minutes live. But it is the first time I've seen Millwall live this season. So I'm really intrigued to see how they're going to manage with and without the ball. Charlie said, would you slap Pookie's bald head? That's an outrageous thing to say. I'll leave up with the comments to decide that. Scott Malone, 2 assists in 4 championship appearances. He's been crucial, Scott Malone, with those goal contributions so far. I'm interested because of Norwich. Yes, I'm intrigued to see if Norwich have improved the last time I've seen him against Wigan. Because what I will say, they have been in the games, you know, all of the games. Maybe, I'd say Cardiff, when they lost 1-0, was their worst performance. But I actually think since then they've improved. But they've naturally not got the points to reflect that, in my opinion. So I'm hoping I'm going to see Norwich's best performance so far this season. Millwall have been able to find ways to get points in unlikely ways. You can look at their away point against Swansea being an unlikely one. But they have had a pretty good start. Conceded a couple of goals though, so maybe I should have predicted more than a 1-1. But I do think we're going to get two teams that are up for it. Millwall are no pushovers. I'm tuned into Norwich versus Bournemouth by accident. Oh, that's a dig at the Millwall fans there. Oh, you're looking at the kits. I was going to say, I thought it was a comment about the fans. It's their kits. Yeah, it's their third kit actually, if I remember right. Because if you remember, we tried to record the third kits during last stream, but then Sheffield United decided to turn the screw with their quality, and Sunderland decided to score too. So in the end, I decided to abandon that idea, and I might record a kit reaction at a later time. I don't know when. Am I doing 3 p.m. watch along tomorrow? I plan to. Yes, I do plan to. It won't be every week though, because next week, I believe, I'm going to go and see Ipswich play Barnsley, which will be the second one of my match vlogs. The first one of a 3 p.m. kickoff, actually, which is going to be interesting as well. I'm really intrigued to see how atmosphere for 3 p.m. kickoff is. Timer's working, yes. And I think, yeah, we're completely ready to go. 0-0 opening minute. Both teams just kind of getting warmed up at the moment, just playing a couple of passages. I can already see Millwall really pressing Norwich at the moment. I can see Norwich have not dealt with pressing all that well at the start of the season, and that looks to be the same currently at the moment. Millwall playing it long, Grant Hanley heading it away, but back in the direction of George Saville. Hanley back again. There's a bit of pinball going round so far. That's 3 headers in a row by Grant Hanley. I've got to say, whilst he doesn't make up a Premier League defender with his lack of pace, one thing that is made up for him is his aerial ability, and I do think it's sensational at times. I honestly see Scott McKenna and Grant Hanley as very similar defenders and players. Right, good shout, Charlie. In fact, I will do a poll actually. I know there's not many of you, but I might as well, get everyone involved in one way or another. If I could just find my stream. We've got 12 of you watching apparently. That is just over a tenth of Matt's current viewers. So thank you guys so much for that. But Matt's doing very well, to be fair to him. I'm going to say what will happen in this game. And Norwich win. Millwall win. And draw. Bang. Here's your poll, ladies and gentlemen. You can vote on your predictions. Oh, got to actually save the other predictions. Oh my god. Right. Gonna do this really quickly now. I don't think there's many though. James Macy definitely had one. Yeah. I'll say this one. Jamie Kane had another. I can just about make out what that says. I'll screenshot that. And Le Quan, your one too. That is now saved too. Nice. Got them all saved. Right, so you can't predict Norwich and Millwall now. The game's officially started, but you can predict the rest of them. And if you're wondering, I did remember to predict my predictions on Ben's video this time. So it's none of that madness going on there. All I'm hoping is that we don't turn the prediction league to a Premier League competition as well, because I've not posted any of my Premier League predictions, but I do have evidence of posting my Premier League predictions beforehand. Oh, now then, that's a goal, but it's poor by Millwall there. Both teams once again just figuring things out, but they're not really having too many passages to play. This is some good play by... Oh, that's some great play. Oh. I tell you what, I think Millwall are looking quite positive so far, based on what I've seen so far. Billy Mitchell, that's why I had to definitely look at his name, because I've not done a lot of commentary and observations on him. And he's really impressed me so far, Billy Mitchell, actually. He's really been up for it so far. Running for the second ball, darting forward, and setting the tempo to a very quick pace. Hutchison there. Going to now pass it to the left-hand side. Here's Malone. Oh, Tyler Burry. with a little bit of movement there. It's well defended though. Let's see more comments at the moment. I will talk more about the stream. Ramsey's on the bench for Norwich. I want to see what he offers later. Yes, same. I definitely want to see him as well. Liam says Norwich will take the lead. Lequan's doing his business on the career mode at the moment there. And Honeygun's acknowledging that as well. Thank you for liking the stream, by the way. We're on 12 likes, by the way. Thank you so much for the support. We have gained 1 sub. Thank you guys so much. We're on 1,324. 9 subs away from 1333, which will be fantastic if we can get there. Thank you guys so much, as always, for the tremendous support for the channel. Now, a stat I didn't actually know. Dean Smith has only won once in his last 7 head-to-heads with Gary Rowett. So maybe a draw is not the worst prediction in the world for me at the moment. Long goal kick. And it's won back by Max Aarons, who I've also been a bit disappointed with him as well defensively, making some mistakes leading to goal. I would arguably say he made a mistake for the whole goal, maybe a bit harsh because that's down to bad positioning from the defenders. But it was ultimately Max Aarons who booted it at Andrew. I'm not going to say his surname yet because I'm going to keep butchering it and he doesn't deserve it. But yeah, he booted it into his groin and, you know, naturally Estupinian got an easy goal out of it. Okay, this could be a chance here. Norwich playing some good stuff. Shot! Oh, I think it's O'Dowd with the shot just wide. Right, there we go. So suddenly Norwich find a space. It's good link-up play, actually. I'm really rating that Sinani and Kieran Dowd connection there. I actually think they've done really well. I've got to say, I think Sinani, I would say it right now, and Blue Terry may, if he's here, would likely say it. I think he's been the best forward player for Norwich so far this season, and he's barely played, which says everything pretty much. Here's Grant Hanley. Ooh, okay, a bit of press going on for Norwich there. They're passing out from the back. They've got to be careful with the amount of mistakes they've made at the back. They've got to be very careful with that. Tim Krul, you've got to make sure you're calm on the ball. Oh, that's a creative ball. Josh Sargent, who's in an onside position. That is a great tackle by George Saville. Fair play to the lad. Great tackle. Oh, okay. We got some skill moves by Murray Wallace. But then it's one back. He gives the ball away. Right. Back to Norwich now. They are now trying to push forward. Here's Nunez, who I'm really intrigued to see more of, actually. I really like that free kick goal. Onel Hernandez tries to get the better of Ryan Leonard, but Ryan Leonard defends it well. It really does look like Bournemouth's key, I've got to be honest. It is quite distracting, to be honest. It is very distracting, I would dare say. Liam doesn't like Norwich. They are so pointless. Ooh, try telling that to a canary. I think that's it. I think that's all the comments so far. If you've not voted on the poll, guys, please make sure you do. 6 of you have currently voted on the poll so far. So if you've not voted, please do so. And as I've said that, Norwich have just won their first corner of the match. It is very intriguing to see these two styles clash and see which one goes on top so far. So Millwall looked alright, but now Norwich are looking like they're going to try and turn the screw now. We're 8 minutes in. They've just won their first corner of the game. I can already see Josh Sargent going up against Scott Malone. He's going to be quite careful with that. Sinani is going to take the corner. And I know he can definitely whip one. Just going to wait for the right time. Here we go. Sinani with the corner. Header. Oh. Wow. I've got to say, Kenny McLean, that was a free header from you. And it's high and wide from the goal. So I'm a bit disappointed with that. Yeah. He did really, really well, actually, to get ahead of his man. Oh, now then, I did see that. Potentially, I mean, maybe a foul, or potentially a foul off the ball. From Leonard, potentially on Sargent, but the referee didn't pay attention enough for it to think it was a foul. Ryan Leonard potentially may have gone away with one. I don't personally think it is a penalty, but based on what they do give as penalties, just what is, a penalty anymore. Okay, long goal kick there, and it's gone to waste pretty much. It's a throw into Norwich. 9 minutes gone, still 0-0 at the moment. No clear chances as of now. Now, Billy Mitchell picks up the ball there. It's poor actually from Norwich. They give the ball straight to him. But Norwich recover well. They've actually pressed Millwall this time. And they've resulted in playing out from the back. Bilkowski, bang, long goal kick. Right, Max Owens wins the header. And it's more retreating by Hutchinson there. Boots it away to their half now. Tyler Burry tries to win that back, but it's good defending now. Will nail his name. I'm going to try again. Omo Bamidele. Why is that so difficult to say? Omo Bamidele. That's it. I think it was Adebayo. Oh my god, it's like Adebayo last year. That was just so difficult to say, but you say enough times, you'll get the hang of it eventually. Right, viewers a little bit quiet tonight, but I do definitely think potentially with this game, it's just, it's not going to be the most busiest game of whatever. Norwich taking slight control. Yes, I think more control now. And I tell you what, that's a great pass by Nunez to Ono Hernandez. He had some space, but being so indecisive. Right, it's been kept alive. Here's Sinani. Is he going to take the shot? Sinani, it's blocked. Oh, that was a gorgeous pass by Marcelino Nunez. But Ono Hernandez, very indecisive on the ball. He cuts back rather than trying to go the extra mile forward. Oh, that's such a wasted opportunity there. They really do need to be more decisive. That's what the commentary team are saying. They're really lacking that confidence to pull the trigger and actually take a chance, take a punt. And they're really not. They're being quite, not cowardly, but a bit nervy going forward, I would dare say. Lacking confidence, lacking ideas. They really need to work on that. That was an exquisite pass by Nunez again. You will see, hopefully, if you guys are watching it live, you will know what pass I'm on about. He does really well. One, to get the right weight of the pass, but to get the right height as well. He did a really, really good job there. And it was a shame that it wasn't awarded as a goal. It really, really was. Like the look of Nunez so far, says Charlie. I agree with you there. Dean Smith will get sacked this season. If Norwich continue as they are, that might not be a bad prediction, I think very small number of people predicting him to be sacked, but I wouldn't say he was definitely not one that could have been considered being sacked. Now then, here are Mill on the ball now. Mitchell actually dictating that midfield quite well there. Here's a Phobie. He's up against Nunez. Oh, okay, he's gone past him. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, it's back. Oh my god, again. Was he offside? Must be offside. Yeah, he's offside. I was going to say, it was another one of these Norwich defensive moments that either deflects or they do something and it just has a bit of fortune for the opposition. But this time the fortune was on their way because Afobe was offside. That is... Yeah, he is off. But, yeah, that was really, really close actually. So, McNamara tried to retrieve the ball, but Afobe's pass wasn't great into him. So, Norwich definitely not one-sided at the moment. I don't think this game's one-sided yet. Mill had their one... Well, I'm not going to call it a chance. They had their one moment getting into the penalty box, but that's pretty much all they've really had in terms of actually making it into their penalty box. Oh, nothing given by Robert Jones there. And I do remember that he's the referee for today as well. So, I always like to ask this. Have any of you had any bad experiences with any of the referees? Now, today's edition, of course, Robert Jones. Has he officiated a match with your team and he's got things really right or really wrong? Is he loved or is he hated in your area? I always want to learn a little bit more about the referee culture, I dare say. I know a lot about Premier League referees, but in terms of Championship referees, I am a little bit more on the clueless side because I don't support a Championship club. I'm really a casual viewer of the Championship, if that makes sense. Leighton Orient to walk in the league, even beating Ipswich. Well, thanks for pointing that down. Funny thing is, the Phobia played for Bournemouth and it's confusing me. Yes, it is. Oh, chance. Liam Gibbs this time. A good, promising run from him there. But good defending. Right, let's see this again. It's passed out. Oh, okay. Then Aarons does well. I've got to say, I'm really being impressed with Sinani so far. He created that as well. Sinani, underrated player so far. And I think he's been given the highest rating on SofaScore so far. More than deserved, was all I can say. Right, there's 9 votes for the poll. If we get one more vote, we will end the poll as it is. My mate's a Wolves fan. He said Gibbs White is awful. Well, all I'll say, watch him in the Championship last year with Sheffield United, and then maybe you'll say otherwise. Be cautious to 5-0. Well, that's no longer a shock to me. So stats for what I've seen from Sky. Norwich have had 4 shots, Millwall 0, which doesn't surprise me so far. And I think it was only, I don't think it was even one on target. I think it was a blocked shot there at the moment there. Now then, here come Norwich. Good build up there. Max Aarons on the right hand side. It's an interesting pass and it actually worked quite well, but shame again. It's just these people making mistakes in the crucial moment. Kieran Down this time falling over at the one crucial time. Right, because I can't read the poll for comments from streamers, I'm going to end the poll there. So 56% of the votes, Norwich win according to the viewers. Wonder if Pookie will get his season started today. Interesting. 4-4 with Hartlepool. Wow, great game. It sounds like Lequan's having a good amount of fun in his career mode. Anything shocking happen? No, not really so far. Norwich have had 4 shots, but they've not really been meaningful opportunities. Bilkowski has barely touched the ball. Tim Krul's barely touched the ball. I think maybe the big moment so far was from, you can tell by me yawning that it's been a great game. You can the big chance really came from Kenny McLean, and I wouldn't even really call it a big chance. Corner came in, had a free header, but headed it high and wide. So it's one of those chances where I think you should do better. And had he done better, then maybe that would have been a really good chance. Finished 10th. Right, Manchester United have signed Casemiro. It's now being confirmed. Yeah, Liam's just literally put it in the chat. Thoughts of Casemiro to United. Well, they've got their defensive midfielder now. I'm just interested to see. I mean, I'm sure he will start. If he doesn't start, then Man United fans will be going for, oh, that's some good play. Sinani again. Oh, now then. That's definitely a foul. Now then. That's got to be at least a card. It is a yellow card awarded to George Saville. That's a free kick for Norwich there. Not quite a penalty, but it's a dangerous place to concede a foul. Sinani with the fantastic layoff again. I've got to say, Sinani's been really good so far. Oh, now then. I actually think he might get the ball there. I need to see that again. But once again, and I've said this before, I can't remember what game it was. It was the last game I talked about. It's Sheffield United Sunderland there. It's the follow-up which I think earns the yellow card. The initial challenge itself, he gets the ball. Unfortunately, it's the force of the challenge where he kicks up into Sargent, which causes the yellow card. He definitely gets the ball. I agree, Liam. It's just, and that's what surprised me a little bit more. It did look dangerous when I first looked at it, but actually looking at it now, he did initially get the ball, but it's the technique in getting out of the tackle which a lot of people struggle with, and I can relate. It's really, really tough, and that's how most players get the yellow card. Now, free kick. Nunez. Let's see him take another free kick in that position, and it's blocked. Very anticlimactic free kick, unfortunately. I was thinking, who is that standing over it? But then I thought, oh, it's Nunez. He scored a free kick from around that position last time, but nah, wasn't meant to be at the moment there. Max Adams with the throw. Josh Sargent again. And he falls down and he doesn't win a free kick this time. Or has it been awarded? He may have been awarded. Yeah, I think a free kick has been awarded to Norwich there by the looks of things. They've definitely stopped the play. Most shots in the Championship for Norwich this season goes to Marcelino Nunez. Brand new signing as well. Another, I forgot he was a Chile international. So we've got another Chile international championship, rivaling Ben Brereton Diaz, of course, who is looking like he's on his way out. He is looking like that he's got a lot of Premier League interest right now. I don't know. I'm always really tired from work. I'm so sorry, guys. I really am. I am actually really interested about this game. It's just I'm naturally very weak. Right, Nunez again is going to take the free kick. It's not going to be a direct from goal. It's going to be a cross, I think, that goes in. It's just taking their time. Referee finally blowing his whistle. It is Nunez with the ball. Header! Oh! Now then. It was a header. Oh my god. Let's see this again. Wow. So, oh my god, again. Good chance. Really, really good chance. Sargent, I thought it was Sargent who won the header. And I think it was Omar Bamidele. It was Omar Bamidele. Nearly got the name right again. That missed that gaping chance. Such a shame. The flick nearly worked. Just begged for a touch. Yeah, and that's where Omar Bamidele needed to go in. Nailed it. That's where he needs to go in. Had he got a touch, probably would have been a goal. Or at least would have been a shot on goal, which is something we've not had so far in this game. We've got a bit of a... So we've got a free kick to Millwall by the looks of things there. Didn't actually see the foul. But it's a lot more advanced up the field. So it probably would be one of those direct free kicks going in. I mean, to be fair, Norwich had one of those and they did quite well with that. Nearly created a goal by the looks of things. It's the closest they got to creating a goal. Long ball in. Header by Saville. Oh, it was Wallace actually with a header and Saville tried to win it, but it was actually well defended by Norwich. Everton's Lewis Gibson is in. Gibson, I was going to say he's on the bench. But no, that's Ben Gibson, obviously. But you're talking about Lewis Gibson on the career mode. Norwich looking away slightly to create a goal. Yes, I definitely agree with that so far. For a start, they've got more of the ball. But what I will say about this so far, which is giving me a couple of alarm bells, is that no team is looking very clinical going forward at the moment. I think Norwich, what they've got to do, they've got to be patient. Millwall have just got to stay within the game. So I would be happier if I was Millwall right now. And that's a great skill by Bury. Cross in. Oh, George Honeyman with a header. But it's just over the goal. And it's a goal kick to Norwich. Just like that, they create something out of nothing. So it's a long ball. And it's won back by the midfield. And then it's as simple as that. A great improvisation by Bury to get ahead of Max Aarons. Ball goes in. And Honeyman actually does get a really clean header onto it. But he can't unfortunately direct it on goal. Mill not out of it, but what I will say, Norwich are definitely creating the more recognisable clear-cut chances, I'll say. Schickster saying 2-1 to Norwich. I think you did leave your predictions there in the comments. 23rd minute, still 0-0 as it stands. By the way, guys, this will be currently a Q&A as well, so any questions about any other footballing events, do ask me. I'll try and stay up to date in all of that so far. Oh my god, I'm always really tired. How did you make... for God's sake. How did you make about the recent Burnley transfer, actually? They made a transfer very recently. It's Cherninov, I think. Interesting signing, I say. I can't remember. I think did they get him from Stuttgart? I believe they got him for. So someone from the Bundesliga there. Liam says brilliant signing. He's a big fan of him. Right, Max Aaron's with a throw-in. I really wanted to do a transfer show, but I've really just run out the time to do it. And what's even a little bit more annoying is that tomorrow's not any quieter. I've got my part-time work. I think I've got more training for football. And straight after that is pretty much the 3 p.m. Watchalong. Which, what I might do actually, guys, as part of a special, is to show you my Betfair fantasy team. Just to give Matt a mini shout out as well. Because basically that fantasy competition is always based on 3 p.m. kickoffs. It took me a while to understand that when I was missing some players I really wanted. But yeah, interesting stuff. Shot blocked for Norwich. Here's O'Dowd. What's he going to do? He's going to pass it back to Gibbs. Omar Babadeli. I'm nailing his name now. Interesting now, they're going right back to the left-hand side. Ono Hernandez against Ryan Leonard again. Cross comes in, and Bilkowski just collects. Nice and easy. I'm wondering if Norwich might not go up to the lack of goal threats. Well, you really shouldn't think they should have a lack of goal threats. You would imagine that they should be up there, but I'm wondering if they are struggling with the height of expectation. I think one thing that Daniel Farke was great with is that he got his team on board and managed to get them to perform under pressure. I think Dean Smith, this time, with him being a strong favourite to get promoted, which I don't think he's really been in a position to do so. You know, even briefly with Aston Villa, they weren't a team that, you know, were going to be in the top two. This team expected to be in the top two is something that Dean Smith's never done in the Championship before. Liam is saying it from game week 5 that Norwich definitely won't go up. I'm really intrigued about the signing that Burnley have made as well. I definitely think Cherninov, you know, he's done well-ish, you know, around Bundesliga there. Okay, here we go. Here's on Hernandez. Oh, okay. Can he get ahead of Ryan Leonard? Ryan Leonard, well done. Honestly, if I had not had my phone in my hands, I'd be clapping him right now. That's some brilliant defending on Hernandez. And I've got to say, he's had really deep pockets, Ryan Leonard, right now. He's need to dish out his car keys, his train pass, and also Onel Hernandez because he has pocketed him so far in this game. Anything can happen, says Wallace Gore fan. That's the beauty of the Championship. It's always been that. It really has always been that way. Now, here, maybe a chance for the right-hand side, but good defending again this time by Malone. I think, is it a goal kick? I think it's a goal kick. It was another class announcement video as well. Didn't get to watch the announcement video because obviously I was in work, but did see the visuals of it. And yeah, I always Burnley's videos I think have been a bit hit and miss, but I think this one was quite original actually. I still think one of my favourite videos is Blackpool's first kit or home kit announcement video. You know, they would put in a great performance, you know, to be on like an in-betweener sketch or whatever. You know, they've all done really, really well. Can't literally be on my square back actually. Nearly at 30 minutes, let's actually go to some stats. Let's actually engage and see what both teams have done. Possession-wise, 61% to 39. 7 shots to 1. And that one shot was that Honeyman header. The rest have gone to Norwich, but as you can see, there's 0 shots on target so far from both teams. It's not really been a game for the neutrals so far. Both goalkeepers could have been on holiday. 3 shots off target to 1. 4 blocked shots to 0 there. Oh, this could be a chance for Millwall. Ball in. Great defending by Hanley. I need to see what happened there. Millwall are getting a tiny bit of joy in that left-hand side at the moment, where Max Arons would be. Mitchell, and that's a gorgeous pass. It's just a shame that they couldn't really get the square pass right. I think it may have been Hutchinson that didn't quite get it right, or Murray Wallace was one of those two. Josh Honeyman, can he get past Max Aarons? And it's a throw in for Norwich. He's done well. Max Aarons there. What's that fan doing? Don't pretend you didn't. Oh, no, it's a Millwall throw. Oh, I didn't. I thought it was a Norwich throw personally, but okay. Oh, ball. Oh, now then. I think that's the closest any team has gone to scoring so far. I've got to be honest, which just goes to show how poor this game has been. So, it's a really good ball in the box, I think, by Wallace. And then Benekaphobe. Oh, it's a delightful cross. Aphobe hits it on his shoulder and it darts over the goal. That's pretty much the closest any team got to scoring there. One corner in the whole game so far. 2 shots inside the box, 2 there. 2 there, because that was that Aphobe shot would count as that. And that means Millwall are on 2 shots now, but still no shots on target from either team. Millwall currently up to 4th. If they win Millwall, they'll be top of the table, I've just realised. Millwall top of the championship. Sounds good, doesn't it? And Norwich, if they beat Millwall, they'll overtake Millwall this time. And they will be definitely either just missing out or in the top 6 after this game. Shots. Okay, Millwall still got the chance here. McNamara now. Oh, what a wasted opportunity that was. Oh, that's such a shame for Millwall there. 4 viewers, a very quiet stream for today. Potentially not one of the most popular games, but still wanting to commentate and give my views on it. If there's any questions, by the way, do let me know. So far, we're on 11 likes actually, so we are quite a way away from our target. Let's go through another like spike if we can. You know, it's going to be difficult, and this is the tough part about YouTube when it's not quite going too well at the moment, but with every sense of imagination from all of our viewers that are here, if we believe we can do it. So guys, if you've not done already, the first thing I'm going to say, please smash that like button. It really does help the growth of this channel. One thing that's annoying me a little bit is, can the text just be a tiny bit smaller? I'm actually going to make it a little bit smaller there. That's better. That looks much better. Right, it was just annoying me. So, if you've not liked the stream, please do so. Let's aim for 20 if we can before half time. Maybe a bit ambitious, but I always believe in you guys. If you've not hit the subscribe button also, please do so as well. We've actually gained a sub. Thank you guys so much, whoever hit that subscribe button. We are now 8 subscribers away from 1333, which is, I think, a good target. Probably ambitious, but if we're having a good stream will definitely get that to 1333. And that will be a third of the way through from 1,000 to 2,000. Steady on, Alex. So guys, if you've not hit the subscribe button, please do so. It does really help. And please also share the channel too. That also really helps. Oh, God, this was a small chance for Norwich, but a heavy trampoline touch from Sargent takes the opportunity away. Hutchinson does well to shrug him off, but he passes it straight to Sinani there. Here's Max Aarons. Here's Nunez, just outside the box. Here's Aarons again. Cross, blocked away by Saville. Aarons gets it back. Sinani with the ball, headed away. Bit of pinball right now. Millwall managing to cope with it. Gibbs, back to Sinani. Oh, now here's a chance, maybe Gibbs. Now back to Ono Hernandez in the box. It's the longest that Norwich have been in the box. Shot, deflection, and it's wide. That's a very, very wasteful opportunity there. Norwich started to have a bit of control. Millwall looked like at some stage that they had to really retreat, but indecisiveness and taking too much time to think of the decision to make with the ball, then it's not even a deflection, it's a crap shot. Nunez should do better in that position there. I think I confused him for Gibbs there. Their numbers are 26 and 46, I believe. They are actually, I've guessed those. So yeah, got to make sure I don't get them confused. Okay, 9 minutes behind. Are you 9 minutes behind the stream? If that's the case, then you need to catch up quickly. You really do. I mean, if you were able to hear that, then potentially you have caught up. Unless we're currently at half time right now, which you would still be 9 minutes behind for. Right, Millwall have now got to throw in. This game has been awful to see. I've seen better. That's all I'll say. It's not the worst game I've seen, but I have seen much better than this. I predicted 1-1, maybe 0-0 might be a bit more realistic, but one thing I'll say. Now, one thing I'm really intrigued. This is a bit of stats I'm seeing right now. Shots, Norwich have had the most, but they've had the 13 best goals, 10th place in expected goals, shot conversion, 18th place. They are in the bottom 6, Norwich, with their shot conversion, but they're first place in the amount of shots they've made. That is telling me their front three really, really need to sort themselves out right now. Now then, this could be a chance. Sinani, going to pass it to Max Aarons now. They're in the box now. Max Aarons. Cross. Blocked. Corner. Scott Malone. Good defending. I've got to say, Max Aarons, I think, may have been tiny bit selfish there with the ball there, I would dare say. There was definitely Sinani having a lot more space than what Aarons had. He, of course, didn't go for goal, but he tried to go for a cross right now. And personally, I think he should have passed back and potentially Sinani would have had a clean shot. Another corner, 10 minutes before half-time, 35th minute, still 0-0. Corner flies in, headed away by George Saville, good defending. It's very much Norwich having their many shots, but Millwall cancelling them out, which makes sense. Oh, this could be a potential foul by... Okay, Omar Bamidele has done well there. Now here's Ono Hernandez. I think someone said it much better. Right, oh, okay. Can he keep it in, Gibbs? No, he can't. Oh, that's such a shame. That is such a shame. It was a powerful pass, which... It was McLean, actually. It nutmegs Leonard, but Leonard, again, managing to do well to stop any attacks going through that left-hand side. A stat about Liam Gibbs, he made his first start against Huddersfield, and he clearly impressed so much that he's making a second consecutive start in this game so far. Rise Max Aarons still at Norwich, because he wants to, personally. I know there's the big news with Aarons previously that... Was it him that had the Barcelona, or was it Bayern Munich? I think it was Barcelona where he wanted to go, but then he had a heart problem, I think. I think that's Max Aarons. Do correct me, guys, if I'm wrong, by the way. But I think it was Max Aarons who had an irregular heartbeat, and because of that, he couldn't get his dream move. And since then, he's kind of been stuck in Norwich. And I'm going to say, I think his market value has decreased a certain bit, sadly, for him. But the best way to get that value back up is to have a good season here. But I do think a lot of that Norwich team are shot of confidence. Some younger, newer players, I think, have definitely got a lot more confidence because they've got a point to prove. And the transfers as well. Oh, okay, come on. That's a good bit of football there. Ono Hernandez picking up on the left-hand side. It's passing it back there to McLean. I don't know if I like that decision by McLean there. Okay, passing it back to Sinani in the left-hand side this time. Here's O'Dowd, who's been everywhere in the forward position so far, but has not been too effective so far. And Norwich, just like that, have passed all the way back to the defend. Right, oh, hang on a minute. Max Aarons. Back to Omar Bamidele. Getting better at that name, aren't I? Anyway, O'Dowd now the ball. And I think I've got the names of pretty much all the players in both teams nailed on now, especially Norwich's one, because, funny enough, they've had a lot of touches on the ball and I've been able to observe. Right, O'Dowd, passing to Grant Hanley. Now they're in their half. Omar Bamidele now, number 4. What can he do there? He's going to pass it to Max. Not Max Aarons, actually. It was to Nunez, actually. Saville. Now, Tyler Burry. Can he get some... he's got a bit of space here. Max Aarons, or Omar Bamidele, actually. I beg your pardon. Did not track back very well there. Tyler Burry still on the ball at the moment. Cross comes in, and Team Krul catches it. When was the last time I checked subs, Charlie? Not too long ago. Do I dare ask why at the moment? Because We are on 1325. That's where we're at so far, just in case you didn't, well, yeah, you probably didn't see, but there you go. That's where we are. We're 8 subs away from the big target of 1333. It's not like a nice rounding target, but when you hit 333, I mean, if we do the maths, when you try and get from 0 to 1,000, 333 will be the third, basically the 33% stage, or you'll be a third of the way through. So 8 subs will be a great achievement, and will be fantastically appreciated there, because we'll be a third of the way from 1,000 to 2,000, which will be amazing for this channel. Cross comes in. Oh, just caught it. This, yeah, I think that's the best way to put it there. Now, here come Norwich in the ball. Millwall were not happy that no foul was given for them there. Nunez. Going to pass it to McLean. He's got a bit of space here. Ono Hernandez, who's slowed the play down a little bit. I've had a bit of an issue with Hernandez. I think he slowed the play down a bit too much for my liking there. Sinani tackled off the ball. Here's Nunez again. Delightful chip to find Max Aaron's. Cross comes in. Leonard defends it. Or is it? No, McNamara, sorry. There is Nunez on the ball. Everyone's going to think I'm saying Darwin Nunez, but it's Marcelino Nunez. He's the Nunez at Norwich. Is it... have I actually kept saying O'Dowd? Oh, that's actually so embarrassing. I'm now making up names. Oh dear. Dow. Really sorry, Kieran. Really sorry, Kieran Dow. Thank you, Honeygirl, for pointing that out. This game might need a moment of craziness to open things up. I think a red card might do the trick. I think a red card maybe to one of the opposing... Well, obviously to one of the teams, but for which one? I will be very intrigued. I think we'll be more likely to see craziness if Mill get a red card. But I'd be very interested to see how Norwich play down to 10 men. Because I do think they've been quite dominant on the ball, but they've just not been doing enough going forward. And Millwall have had a very few breakaways where they've managed to get a little bit of success in their box, but not enough success to trouble Tim Krul at the moment. But I can definitely see a weakness in Norwich in allowing teams to break through them quite easily there. If there's a red card, it will be a Millwall player. Well, let's think of the red cards so far this season. Norwich had one on the opening day. Oh no, well, yeah, no. We had Hanley getting sent off on the opening day alongside with Perry and G in that game between Cardiff and Norwich. Have we had a red card in Mills so far? So 2-0 Stoke. I don't think we had any. I don't know if we had a red card between Sheffield United and Millwall. Oh, we potentially could have. Right, free kick goes in for Millwall. Header. And it's collected. It's nice and easy for Tim Krul again. It's been very... I'm not going to call it dull. Dull would be harsh to call this game, but it has been very predictable. I think that's the best way I could put it. Right, here's Ono Hernandez. Right, he's actually running. Come on. We can actually get maybe a chance. Shot, blocked. Yeah, but it's good defending by Mill, to be fair. That's a creative pass by Gibbs. Sanani, and it's... God, it's so bad I nearly burped out loud. Such a crap shot by Sanani, unfortunately. We've really lacked the quality from the forward players here. That's a shame. I definitely remember Sheffield United getting a penalty, but maybe it wasn't a... yeah, it wasn't a red card. It wasn't a red card, interesting. Because for some reason I felt it was professional foul last man, but clearly it wasn't actually. But yeah, ironically, you say Millwall will get the red card if any team's going to get it, but Norwich have been the only team out of those two teams who've actually got a red card so far this season. Can't see a goal for half-time. Well, we've only got 2 minutes, so I'm going to need to hope for something completely crazy and right about now to potentially get a red card there. Millwall haven't had a red card so far this season yet. I definitely think they probably were a bit lucky to have 10 players on the pitch when they conceded that penalty against Sheffield United. That's all I'd say about that. Right, come on guys. Let's see if we can get a goal. Ono Hernandez, who's passed it to Nunez. Nunez with a... Oh, you know what? I'm enjoying Nunez, I gotta say. He's... Oh, Sargent tries a bicycle kick. It doesn't quite go so well. It nearly goes out of play and Mill actually recover it. Wow. Ambitious effort. I'll give Sargent that. I know, something did happen indeed. It says a lot when that moment is probably the highlight of the game so far. Tottenham versus Wolves live Watchalong says AFC Fan TV. I don't think I can actually because it's on BT and I've not got a BT subscription. I'm sure there is a way to watch it, but I'm not going to try and spend the time to do it, especially when I'm technically not allowed to see it. It is what it is, sadly. I've got Skybox, hence why I can watch this game with you guys. 1 minute at a time. Yeah, this is going to be a very, very... Oh! Sure. Jesus Christ. Oh, dear. Just make it go to half-time. I need a drink. I need a drink just from seeing that half. It's been quite difficult to talk through it, I've got to be honest. How did he miss that, though? To be honest, I do think it was a bit silly for Sargent to do that bicycle kick. I don't think he needed to. Just take a touch, get around your player, and go on your strong foot. That's what I would do in that position. Get down target and it's in. Yeah, I would agree on that. Norwich have had 12 shots, so like I've been saying, they have no issue, Norwich, in creating shots, but in terms of actually getting shots on goal, they failed. And in fact, it's Millwall with the only shot on target. I actually can't remember the shot they had on target. It must have been a blocked shot. Oh, now a bit controversial for the referee to end the half there, but he does end it right on the minute. It was definitely an unforgettable game. A forgettable game, if that does make any sense to you guys. It's currently 0-0 at half time. Let me know of your guys' thoughts of this game so far in the comments. I always forget to change this graphic and it pisses me off, but I'll at least remember to change it here. Always knew Bournemouth and Norwich was a bit boring. Still making jokes on the kit, I can dare say there. I really don't know why they didn't play their blue kit, to be honest. They really could have. I think they're promoting their third kit, to be honest. I think that's why they're doing it there. God, I've got real cramping on my legs, so I want to stretch, but I know I can't right now. Norwich needs to score a goal in the second half. They really got to. They create so many shots, but they're not even like really great shots. They're really struggling, Norwich, to look like that they know what they're doing going forward. So I do worry about that if they especially cannot score after this game. Millwall are notoriously a bad team to try and score past. Defensively, they're normally really good. This season they have been a little bit more open with the amount of goals they conceded, but on their day, especially away from home, they are a very tough team to break down. Swansea actually had a bit of joy getting past them at times, but Norwich have not been able to find that joy so far, and that's what they need to do. They really need to work on something going forward, and it feels like it doesn't matter whoever's up front, they're all going to have a lull of confidence, unfortunately for them. It's a very different front three from what we saw at the start of the season. For a start, Cantwell, Rashia and Pookie are all on the bench, and that was the front three we saw from Norwich right from the start. We've got a front three now: Sargent, Sinani, and I guess you could technically say Onel Hernandez. Let's go on to Catcher and we can observe the stats for this game so far. We're still 1325 subs. Interesting to know. Right. Let's go and talk about a few stats. I'm hoping I'm on the right screen. Yes, I am. Nice. Okay, so Sinani's been given the highest rating and Nunez second. I think that is very well deserved. I think SofaScore have got that right there. They've been my two favourite players from what I've seen in terms of what they've contributed on the pitch. Sinani is offering some really interesting plays in the front three, and Nunez's deliveries are definitely been one of the main suppliers. Kieran Dow has been... How do I explain it? Kieran Dow's been alright at the start, but then he kind of ran around like a headless chicken. Liam Gibbs has barely been involved. McLean has had a couple of moments here and there. Probably the closest chance for Norwich for scoring actually was his header actually. Grant Hanley at the back has done his job. Omar Bamidele has done quite well actually in the other centre-back position. And Max Aarons, don't know how I feel about that. Ono Hernandez, 6.4. So my observation on Ono Hernandez was actually not unfair at all. And what I will say about Hernandez, he's really slowed that attack down right now. You know, what they need, if they had someone like an Ismail Assar right there in that position, generally, I think Norwich would almost look 10 times more dangerous. I don't think it's Ono Hernandez's fault that they not scored, but I definitely don't think it helps them at all. One big moment that did happen was George Saville getting a yellow card. That was a foul on Josh Sargent. Now, that could be interesting going into the second half. If George Saville's kept on, would he just be the sort of character to get a second yellow? It does happen sometimes. Like I've been saying already, 12 shots to 4. Only one shot on target, which was to Millwall, and it must have been a pretty bad one because I can't even remember what it was. I think it might have been one of those cross shots. 6 shots on target to 2, 6 block shots to 1 there, 2 corners to 0. 5 fouls in the way for Millwall there, so definitely doing their best to break up the play. 3 shots each inside the box. 9 shots outside the box. And that's part of them being wasteful. And I think one thing that this Norwich squad is lacking is a bit of patient play. You know, I think even with the patient play, they just take too long on it. I definitely think just more forward passes need to be made. More runs need to be made. More communications need to be made on those. So, naturally, I do think it needs a little bit of tidying up, if that makes sense. Mill have done exactly what I've expected them to do, to defend and to have moments of opportunities. They've only had the 1 shot on target. And they've had a couple of moments where they've had good crosses going in, Honeyman getting a decent header in one of them. But other than that, it's not really been a half to remember, sadly. 1 shot on target, I'm going to have a good time reviewing this. Well, no, that's not actually sarcasm. This is actually going to make things really simple for my review. I can only talk about it for maybe 30 seconds tops right now. I will be reviewing all the games as well. And I'm surprised, actually. You know, I've been a bit disappointed in how the transfer shows kind of dropped out of the series a little bit. But I am surprised myself, more than anyone I felt, to do 2 prediction videos a week still. And to still do a review video on top of that. I'm really surprised and actually quite proud of myself actually for that. I wouldn't say they're the best of quality, you know, having to record it with a beaming light on, you know. There are much better setups out there. And I definitely think whilst you grow, you need to upgrade. Matt is a great example of that. You know, his setup being very, very simple and he's now upgraded a little bit. And right now, because of that, you know, people see him upgrade and it looks a lot better. And by the way, guys, I don't know if you've seen Ben HD's outro. How nice does that look now as well? The one thing that's still not been changed since I started making content is my outro. So, eventually when I do get my hands on Paul... that sounded wrong, I don't know why I continued on saying it. Once I get Paul involved with my channel, the first thing I'm going to request for him, because he was actually the one that actually provided me with that outro, I'm going to ask him to make... Well, I don't think he made it. No, he definitely didn't make it. Are you kidding me? But I'm going to ask him for a new one, which doesn't even really need to have like a slideshow animation. You know, Matt and Ben just have a simple picture at the end of their outros with their Patreons. A bit similar, actually, I dare say. Yeah, I'm just looking at that Phobie chance again. That's pretty much really the closest we've gone up so far. Only OGs remember Matt's old setup. Yeah. My prediction was 1-1. Yeah, I believe it was 1-1. I don't think I predicted Norwich to win this one based on how well Millwall started this season. And I always know Millwall are never easy customers. And knowing Dean Smith's poor record against Gary Rowett, maybe that's quite a realistic prediction at the moment. I'm just making sure my headphones are still on. Any more questions, guys, on the game or any other games this week or anything on this channel? Let me know, because I'll treat this also like a Q&A as well. They'll get 2 goals, 1 goal, win this. That's what I'm thinking. I feel if we will get 2 goals, I think Mill will need to score first, personally. Because I feel if Norwich score, and I know they've been quite guilty before of giving goals back, when they went 2-0 up against Huddersfield, let's say, and they didn't, keep a clean sheet. But in most of the other times, Norwich have fallen behind. They fell behind against Wigan and came back. They fell behind against Hull and didn't come back. And they fell behind against Cardiff and didn't come back there either. So, naturally, I think a lot of betting people may predict maybe Mill to score first, which would definitely be a good amount of betting. But I do. Right, my mic's working again. It briefly didn't work because I kicked it by accident. But, yeah. I definitely think if we're going to get 2 goals, Mill will need to score first, personally. You made my mate rage at Mario Kart. May, how can I relate more right now? Because actually, one of the things I've been playing quite a fair bit is the new Mario Kart. I say the new one, the latest installment of Mario Kart. Um, because my youngest brother plays it, and we get the whole family playing it. And what's annoyed me now is that now they've actually got decent motor skills when it comes to playing video games. I was like undoubtedly the king of Mario Kart within the household, but it's a little bit under threat now. To be honest, no game is ever, no race is ever one sided like it was. It's always very competitive now. So yeah, it's always a little bit of fun in your time as well. But it was quite refreshing actually to play with the family because I tell you this, probably the last time we played Mario Kart with a family like that was 15 years ago, which is outrageous. Did think 1-1. Oh, sorry, my voice. Did think it'd be 1-1, but think it'd be 1-0 Norwich. That sounds about right, maybe. But clean sheets in Norwich, they've not had a single clean sheet so far, Norwich. So that's one thing to be considered. Am I excited for Leeds Chelsea? I don't know. I honestly, I'm just very numb about Chelsea right now. I am still processing what happened last weekend against Spurs. That's going to take me a good couple of weeks to process and actually enjoy watching Chelsea play again. Because the thing is, away against Everton, we were shocking. We shouldn't have won against Everton, in my opinion. But then Spurs, we were absolutely incredible and then didn't get a win there. So nothing makes sense with Chelsea so far. And that is why I can't really leave a comment right now, because I may say something that I think will happen and it just won't happen. And I do think I'm an ultimate jinx a lot of the time when it comes to Chelsea these days. Last game I had a red card for Dan James. Yes, no, I do remember it there. Liam says he's very excited for Leeds Chelsea. Should be an exciting game for the neutral, but for a Chelsea fan, I am not really hyped about my team at the moment. But it's always a very good game, Leeds and Chelsea, traditionally with its rivalries, and I do think Leeds being unbeaten so far, that's down to how well their signings have gelled into the team, and I do think Jesse March has improved, his stamp as a manager right now. I really do. There will definitely be a fight. Well, do you mean a physical fight or a fight to win the game? That's my question there. I'm just going to quickly nose a map because I'm like that. How's he doing? 116 views. He's done so well. In fact, I'm like 175 at the moment, actually. I'm going to still go draw in Norwich and Mill there. He's got a pole as well. Physical fight. No Kante, no Kovacic, no Tuchel. That's a big miss. I think Kante not being there will be a miss. Kovacic, yeah, technically also a miss. But one reason why I don't think it'll be as big of a miss as it is because I actually think the midfield actually played quite well for most of the game, and they both chopped and changed their midfield, Chelsea. So I'm not too worried about the injuries, actually. I'm more or less concerned about our management of the game, because I think if you cannot manage to hold a lead, stoppage time, it already tells me that we're going to have issues, because that's going to happen a lot this season, where teams are going to be chucking players forward right near the end. Right, I've noticed I've missed a couple of predictions. In fact, they're all Premier League ones, which is absolutely fine. I'm just going to quickly save those. Whilst I'm doing that, guys, please do like the stream. It really does help the growth of this channel when you do that. Please also hit the subscribe button as well. Oh, by the way, who's actually watching Anthony Joshua and Usyk tomorrow? Because I might be trying to see it, actually. Not live, but I'll be watching it in the early hours. I can see Tyler Adams headbutting Loftus-Cheek. Any specific reason why Loftus-Cheek? Liam says he's watching that. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are. That's literally what... When I talked to my people in office today, that's really pretty much the one thing that they wanted to talk about, which was Anthony Joshua and Usyk. And what I will say, in terms of people who thought that they would win, Usyk got 9 votes out of 10, and Anthony Joshua with only 1 vote out of 10. So Joshua being the underdog this time in terms of what people are expecting there. Yeah, true, I guess. You don't know. You know, you can only have a prediction, and I tell you what, if you get it right, Charlie, you'll be seen as a genius. Second half is not too far away. We've got the final ad break beforehand. Now, normally I like to go for, okay, if I'm a manager, what substitutes would I make? Let's actually go to our options right now. What subs would I make right now? So, looks like they're going to keep the teams. I'll definitely bring Ramsey on. Cantwell could probably do something, and then if Pookie's still injured, probably Rashia. That'll be the 3 subs I made. For Millwall, in fact, I'm just going to quickly get the timer back again because I'm going to miss it. Might get it. Right, caught it just in time. So, and then with Millwall, what would I do here? I think Zian Fleming would be a good one, and then bring on Shackleton at some point, and if they've got a goal, maybe bring Cooper in to reassure experience in that back line. So, yeah, that's what I would do if I was either one of Dean Smith and Gary Rowett. But we're back in the second half. Are we going to get a goal? That is the $1 million question. Now, there's on a Hernandez. Oh, okay, come on. Cross comes in. Sargent doesn't get it. It's defended by McNamara, trying to lead the attack away. Free kick awarded to Norwich. Taken quickly, and the referee did not like that. Robert Jones is not liking that so far. James versus Koulibaly. Oh my god, I don't really want to see that right now. Leyton Orient beat Burnley. Oh wow. I like Lequan to say that knowing that Liam's a Burnley fan. You know what? I'm really excited actually, and this is the good thing about... Oh, that's a gorgeous ball. Benikofobi. In the box, onside as well. He's up against Grant Hanley, and he's won a corner. What's happened there? That was just a long looping ball, literally like Brentford's 4th goal against United. Long looping ball. He is onside. Hanley plays him on. Oh, but he doesn't get the touch. If he got a touch, then I think Afobe would be away, and Hanley's got enough time to recover, and he concedes a corner to Millwall. We're 1 minute in this second half, still 0-0. Right. I always don't check who's taking the corner. I should really check. Corner comes in. Oh my god! Krul missed it completely. But luckily for him, no one else got the ball. God, I mean, it looked a very dangerous corner. I gotta say, I mean, no one got it, and everyone missed it. And Tim Krul, I don't even know what he's doing there. Norwich try and get into the box, but it's well defended. This is Tyler Burry now, and he's done so well, Tyler Burry. I've got to say, being one of the youngsters in this team, he's done so well, Tyler Burry. I remember when he came on, I think, was it against Coventry, that he did so well. On Hernandez, but it's well defended by McNamara. It's a corner to Norwich. Krul nearly made a mistake. Yeah, he completely missed the ball. So he was a bit lucky in a way that no other Millwall player was going to tap that in. Wow. So corner comes in for Norwich now. First corner in this second half from Norwich. Leighton Orient go up, says Leah Kwan from the League 2 in career mode. Good on you. Sinani's going to be taking that corner. Right, who's going to go? Chance! Oh, God! Again. Millwall defending well. This is what I expected. It was McLean that got a flick on, but it was cleared away. Tim Krul back on the ball. They've got to be careful there, Norwich. They can't allow any more defensive mistakes. They've conceded at least 2 goals from defensive errors. Grant Hanley passing it to Omar Bamidele. Here is Max Aarons. Here's Lewis Gibbs. Charlie's lost patience. He says, get Pookie on now. I don't know if Pookie's going to fix this, honestly, based on how he's been so far. That's a long ball. Now, that is a touch by Amofobi, but it's a poor touch, and it's defended by Hanley. Now, we've got Aarons here. Oh, dear me. Sinani. Going to pass it to Dow. Got a bit of room. Sargent. Sinani. Sargent! Goal! Finally, a breakthrough in this game. Finally. You had to be so patient. It is Norwich who score. 1-0 to the Canaries. Oh, I think I'm now awake. Brilliant goal, actually. Really good play with that front three. They've done really well here. Some one-touch passing, a well-timed run by Sargent. Great composed finish as well. Let's look at this again in more detail. So, Sinani passes it back to Dow. Dow makes the creative pass to Sargent. One-touch play. Sinani holds it across. Brilliant pass to find Sargent running through. Who's trying to defend Sargent here? So, it's Hutchinson, but he beats the pace. And it's Leonard who tries to close him down, but it's not quick enough by that time. Sargent's got enough pace, and that is his second goal of the season. 1-0 to Norwich. Charlie Brown says, goal! Yes, matching my reaction to the goal. It was probably too loud, but I scared people away. I'm now down to 2 viewers, apparently. Liam said, finally. Yeah, finally as well. This is exactly what I said. Wow. Billy Gilmore Johns, I tell you what, you are smashing it on your career mode so far. Little bit of magic from Sinani. Yes, exactly. I've got to say, Sinani, I've said it from the start of the game, he looks like the one player really creating things for Norwich so far. Right, lesson learned. When I'm doing a stream, I'm going to potentially ask for a like goal at the start of the stream because clearly not many people knew I was streaming, so it's not been doing so well today. But, God, excuse me, I'll just continue watching as it is. This could be another chance for Norwich here. Aarons. Oh, no, Nunez, sorry. That's to Sinani. Oh, okay. Oh, it's a corner. Much, much better from Norwich here. Much better. They're actually running. They're actually playing with pace, with sharpness, and with speed too. That's what they needed. They just needed to find the right moment, and they eventually did. It was good play, and Dow deserves credit as well, actually. I don't think many people would speak about the role that Dow played in it. Okay, the corner's going to come in now. Can anyone win that? Header one. Oh, it comes on Nunez, but it doesn't go towards the goal, sadly. Burry manages to clear it. Is it retrieved? It is retrieved by Max Aarons. He keeps the ball away from the end of the pitch. He's going to give it to Grant Hanley. Back to the left-hand side. Hoping it stays 1-0 now. Is that what you predicted, Charlie? I didn't actually check. I can check actually what you predicted. That's a creative ball. Now, what I will say, Norwich have not kept a clean sheet so far this season, so it's definitely may not be over yet with the goal scoring at the moment. So Charlie did predict 1-0. I can actually officially check based on the screenshots, but I honestly believe you at this point. I do. God, there's a lot of predictions there. I've got it somewhere. I've definitely saved it. And I need to definitely ask someone because someone's changed their name. And that's one thing that also really doesn't annoy me, but one thing that makes things quite tricky for me was when people change their name. So I've got to backtrack and basically look at previous comments and then just try and remember who I remembered said that in the past. So recording everyone's predictions is noisy. Yeah, you did say 1-0. So yeah, fair play, Charlie. 3 points to you at the moment. Yeah, Norwich are above us. Thank you for pointing that out, Liam, there. So, I did say if Norwich win, they actually overtake Millwall, who are currently in the top 6. As you can see there, Norwich, so they actually joint on points at the moment, but it is the same goal difference technically, but Mill are slightly above them because Mill scored more goals. But if Norwich score one more goal, then both Norwich and Millwall will swap places. Burnley 13th still, based on that at the moment. But Norwich now starting to climb up the table to familiar territory. There'll be 2 wins, a draw and 2 defeats. Sargent, now then, that's definitely a foul. Obstruction there. Probably a bit unfortunate. I think it may have been Wallace that conceded the foul there. Began Charlie Cresswell and Jimmy Shackleton. Oh, wow. It was Wallace and it was... I thought it was accidental, but actually he does kind of rejig himself to block him. I don't know. Make that what you will. Liam says we'll beat Blackpool there. You'll lose a point if Norwich wins. Well, in the prediction league, yeah, but I've got to accept it as it is. I can't cry about it. Naturally, I know my predictions are not all going to be right. It's just about having faith in your other ones, Right, this is definitely Marcelino Nunez territory. Definitely want to see a free kick goal. We've seen very few free kick goals so far this season, but definitely want to see one live. God, one thing I'm still waiting for is to see a live free kick scored. It'll be absolutely insane, the atmosphere. Right, I think Nunez is going to take it. It will be. Oh, wide. Great power, but not great height and wide of a goal anyway. First Championship manager to get sacked, says Ethan. That's a good question. Who would get sacked first? He's not having a good start so far. Difficult, actually. I don't know, because all the favourites for me to get sacked have actually done all right at the start of the season. I definitely think if Coventry stay down there, but see, the thing is, Mark Robinson signed a new contract. Bury shot on the Babadeli with a block, corner to Mill. Because Robinson signed a new contract with Coventry recently, I don't really see him getting sacked unless upstairs, if the ownership have got something else planned. Newton aren't doing so well so far, but Nathan Jones has been such a servant to the club, I don't see him leaving. I think potentially Liam Richardson could be one for Wigan if they don't start to kick on. So I probably would say Liam Richardson at the moment. Header, no, it's not even a header, and it's a foul. It's a goal kick anyway to Norwich. Well, I know they've only played 2 games, but they've lost both of them. Well, no, they didn't. Well, they only played 1. They've drawn 1 and they lost 1. Yeah, no, that is right. Yeah, they have only played 2, actually. Yeah, I know that, but I'm just saying, if they play their home games and their home fixtures reflect their away fixtures too, that's going to be a cause of concern, isn't it? But I think with my official guess at the moment, probably Wigan and Liam Richardson at the moment. Because, I mean, the thing is, I feel like Paul Ince would have been a very strong favourite, but the fact he's actually already picked up 2 home wins, I think is actually good. I think 1 win in the opening 4 would have been bad for Reading, but 2 in the opening 4, I actually think he's done a pretty good job there. Potentially later on, when Reading start playing some tougher teams, they'll find it tricky, but what Lucas Jowl just showed, when he's fit, he can by himself carry Reading out of it. Birmingham sacked their manager before the season started. Oh yeah, that's true, but I'm talking about when the season started there. Hull City will do you over, and Preston Wales says Darragh there. We're on our way to Europa League, says Charlie. I'm sure we'll be singing that, and Leeds fans will be singing that against Chelsea tomorrow. It looks like their cause mate. Oh god, mistake by Bilkowski! Oh my god. No goal, but bloody hell, nearly 2-0. Oh, so it's now Norwich with the pressing. It's a good amount of pressing from Sargent there. And it's actually a save by Bilkowski actually originally. So it's actually a pretty good save. He runs back, saves it with his groin. I mean, it is quite predictable there, and I tell you what, the amount of people standing up in the Norwich crowd when that happened was actually quite comical there. To even get a shot going towards the goal actually was actually really good stuff by Sargent there. Looks like Sinani again taking the corner. Header. Oh, missed again. Right, Mill going to try and break now. Okay, Saville. Oh no, Mitchell, sorry. I'm getting them confused. Both have light hair. Right. Oh, they've retreated, Millwall. The second half hasn't been too bad. Yeah, it's been watchable, is all I'll say there. Chelsea will win, says Darragh. I hope they do. Who is the first manager to get sacked this season? I know it is, but do you? Are you talking about the Premier League now? Because, I mean, I tell you what, the amount of people betting that Ten Hag's going to get sacked first from the Prem is quite crazy so far. Oh, is Berry on side? I think he is. Okay, that could be an attack for Mill so far. Cross. No, okay, back to Berry. Berry with a cross. Maybe a bit too much power, but the header's won, and it's a goal kick. Sterling and Havertz will score, says Darragh there. Maybe Sterling, actually. I don't know how to feel about Havertz at the moment. All of our attacking players have just got a natural lack of confidence. They put too much pressure on themselves. Which, yes, it is a pressure to play for Chelsea, but you've had enough professional players to deal with that pressure, and unfortunately, the professional side of it has just gone down slightly. Right, goal kick's taken there. Norwich with a small attack, but Honeyman does very well to win it back. Great pressing on his part. Oh, free ball, but it's not found anyone. Chelsea need a striker. They should have got Ronaldo, says Darragh. I don't think Ronaldo would have joined Chelsea anyway. I think he would have wanted to go to another league if he wanted to leave Man United, honestly. Chelsea would beat Leeds. Yeah, a lot of people saying Chelsea will beat Leeds. Probably trying to rile Ethan and Charlie up. Oh, we haven't had a first... Are you talking about the whole of the whole EFL, the first manager to get sacked? Oh, that's a point. Yeah, we've not had a sacking yet. To be fair, I mean, an August sacking is not very common, but it can happen. And we're not at the end of August still. You know, we've still got a good 2 weeks left before August ends. In terms of managers to get sacked, I think Liam Manning for MK Dons has got to be very careful at the moment. MK Dons having a tough start to the season, of course. Hasselbank for Burton will be under threat. I would dare say Scott Brown of It's Fleetwood, right? Yeah, Fleetwood. For some reason, oh wait, was it? No, wait. I keep getting Cheltenham and Fleetwood confused. No, Scott Brown is in Fleetwood there. I can't remember who the Cheltenham manager is, but it'll come to me. But I think he may be. Oh, is it Wade Elliott? Wade Elliott, manager of Cheltenham. I think he'll be in danger as well. Oh, have we had? Have we had a sacking then? Oh, Rochdale's good manager got sacked. Blimey, I know Rochdale didn't have a good start, but I didn't know that he was sacked already. Bloody hell. What has happened to Rochdale, a proud club from Manchester, a former Football Tales team that I did as well. Only OGs will know what I'm talking about there. Oh, that's upsetting to know that. Free kick is about to be taken for Norwich, by the way. No one wins it. Oh, I'll tell you what, the set pieces today have not been great. I've got to be honest. Jack Harrison's going to be part of England's squad. Well, if Leeds have a great season, then he may have a chance. He's got to rack up the goal contributions and he'll be up there. In tonight's game, Daniel Tonali's had the most, he's had, of course, the most assists, most chance created, passing the opposition box first, and the most dribbles completed as well. Sinani really is up there for man of the match in the moment, and I think he's done really, really well so far. I love the chant when every goalkeeper takes a goal kick there. Sargent, oh, okay. Yeah, free kick awarded to Norwich there. Morecambe and Cheltenham will set their manager, maybe Newport as well. Morecambe have not had a great start. I know Cheltenham for a fact have definitely had a much worse start this year than last year. And I think it is Wade Elliott who's managing them as well, I've just remembered. And then, Newport have not done so well either, actually. Have Nottingham Forest offered 100 million for Morpay yet? You know what? Nothing surprises me anymore. They got Gibbs White for 44 million. People arguably say he's overpriced, but actually might be a bit of an underrated deal, that. Stockport have stacked their manager too? They haven't. Surely not. How can Stockport stack their manager this quickly? Is it 25? Well, why does it say 44 whenever I see it? Because they say they break their transfer record again. Maybe the add-ons take it to 44 mil? You're going to have to correct me on that there. I'm not seeing anything of Stockport sacking manager there. I'll probably see on Twitter. Oh, it is add-ons. Oh, okay. So the add-ons take it to 44, potentially. So 25 in the base deal, and the add-ons take it to that. That's how they've broken their transfer record then. Okay, that makes sense. I've not seen anything so far from Stockport that suggests that their manager's been sacked. I know they've not had a great start, but they have been quite unlucky at times. Do you remember when they nearly got that comeback there? Oh, well, actually, a bit of breaking news in terms of a football community point. James Lawrence Alcott has just hit 200,000 subscribers on YouTube. Don't know if you can see it. Yes, you can. Just about 200k. Fair play to the man, because honestly, in terms of creators covering lower league, it's hard to even break 50k. Look at what Ben HD, he's the king of the championship, and he's not even 40k yet. But honestly, he's done really, really well, James there, and he's more than earned a reward for that. Maybe QPR could do him proud and win tomorrow. I don't know. They are facing a Rotherham team who are still unbeaten. Rochdale sat their manager down 0 points in 24th in the league. Coventry 1 point 24th in the league. Why haven't Coventry sat their manager? Well, like you said, Dalraj, I think you mentioned it. They've only played 2 games so far, and I think right now it's all about patience. I think with Rochdale, they've actually played all their games and they've got 0 points. And Rochdale definitely, I think this is their second consecutive season in League Two. Correct me if I'm wrong, because they were recently relegated from League One. So they would be expected to be challenging top 7 in League Two, and if they're in that position already, then I think that's a big concern. And whilst Coventry, may have been wanting to go up there, they're not typically a club that you would necessarily hand down those expectations for them to be in that top 6, if that makes sense. It's all down to expectations in the end of the day. Sorry for sneezing, guys. Can we get James Walker on the channel? Oh, I don't know if I'm brave enough to ask him, to be honest. He's out there getting interviewed by Sky Sports and all of that. I don't think he's worthy. Oh no, I don't think I'm worthy to get him onto this channel. Right, yeah, has it not been a substitution? There's not been a substitution. That's nearly the 70th minute. Right. Looks like we've got a triple substitution for Millwall, which makes sense. They are behind in this game. Right. We've definitely got Jamie Shackleton going on. He is going to replace Billy Mitchell. Interesting substitution there by Rarrett. I did say Shackleton should go on. So that's one of the substitutes that I did say that Millwall will make, and I got correct. Another one, and it is Zian Fleming. Another one who I said should go on. He's replacing Honeyman, which I was a bit surprised with. Okay, interesting. And then the other substitution is Vogelsammer, my favourite name. He's coming onto the pitch, and he is replacing Tyler Burry. That would be crazy, Ewan Jones. I would love it, but honestly, I don't think it will happen. Sooner or later, Alice, you'll be on Sky Sports. Oh, I don't know. I hope I'm on Sky Sports for the right reasons. If it ever does happen, to be honest. Not like I don't know, like a talk sport thing. I say something and then you get mentioned or whatever. I don't know. Everyone's saying congratulations to James. I mean, honestly, I'm pleased for him. He really deserves this. I actually remember when he recently hit 100k. I think I tweeted him as well. So he's already doubled for what I remember, happening pretty recently, actually. Oh, for goodness sake. Shower's going off in the background there. Ooh. Cross comes in, but it's not gone anywhere, sadly. Right, here's Aaron's. Ooh, okay. Sanani. As will be on BT Sports, stood next to Crouchy, both doing the robot. You know what? I would love that. I would love to do it. Oh, but could you imagine me next to Crouchy, though? He'll make me look like Jermaine Defoe. I'm probably not far away from Jermaine Defoe's height, to be honest. Anyway. Oh my gosh. Okay. Goal kick for Tim Krul. Passes it to Nunez. To the right hand side. Ooh, okay. Okay. Aaron's, and it's defended by Fleming. Oh, I didn't even know about this. There's a Football Content Awards, Best Club Content Creator. How did I not know about this? I've only just saw the post. If you I'm actually going to link my Instagram in the comments, in the live chat. So I was just distracted about something there. Just going to quickly link my Instagram, just in case. My Instagram is down there, right there. You know where my fingers are. There's a post which I might try and link to you guys that says Best Football Content Creators. I mean, it might sound crazy, but actually, that actually might be something worth investigating. I'm completely clueless about it. Because I got a notification from that post. So clearly someone's... Oh, header from Millwall, just wide. just wide off the post. I think it's Volgasamov with the header. Oh, I tell you what, this is the closest I think Mill gone to scoring. Fleming. I think it was Hutchinson actually. Yeah, Fleming with the cross. Yeah, Hutchinson with the header there. Disappointing header by Hutchinson there. But Fleming already making things happen there. You already voted Matt. Oh, Charlie, how could you? And it's who do you think Ben Foster will go to? I actually think he will retire. Controversial opinion, but I actually think he will retire. But I need to find the post, and I actually put my Instagram account in the in the comments just in case that you wanted to follow me on Instagram. I'll put that in the chat now. So guys, comment I've just left, and if I'll pin it actually as well. Instagram is there, and I'll actually see if I can show you the post I was on about. There it is. Bang. Do you see this? So best club content creator. So you can officially, I think, post on your... Oh my God, Mill having some half chances, but it's booted away. So you can actually tag your content creator that should be nominated for the award. I mean, I don't think I'll win it for a start. But Norwich breaking away. Josh Sargent. It's goal. It's a goal for Norwich. It's game over for Millwall. It's a second goal for Josh Sargent. Millwall commit with bodies forward in one end of the pitch. Immediately in the other end of the pitch, Norwich counter-attack. And a beautiful counter-attack finds itself located with a second goal to the Canaries. And it looks like Dean Smith is actually going to get a win against Gary Rowett. So let's see this again. Ball just bounces across the box. Omar Babadeli just boots it away. And then, I tell you what, it is fantastic. Fantastic by Sargent there. And then I think, I didn't manage to see... who got the assist there, but it was a brilliant run. Sargent does really well. They try and defend it. They try claim for a foul. Malone loses out. And then look at that. Just all the space and time in the world. Right in the bottom corner. That is beautiful. I think it may be Dahl actually with the assist. And that is 2-0 to the Canaries. Heaven's chanting USA. We're commentary, we're playing in League One. Let's see if it says downwatch. I don't think so, personally, at the moment. I voted for that as well, but apparently you can nominate 5 people. If that's the case, you guys know what to do. I'm joking, of course. But if you were to actually really make something like that, would be really nice. Content creator, if I were to even receive a couple of mentions there, because I've definitely got one on my phone as I was walking back to the train station. I'm going to shout out whoever it was. I can't find it. Who made it? Can I really not scroll down from these comments? Oh, there we go. Who said my name? I definitely... Okay, whoever this Brad Barbs is probably going to win it. But if I know, I've heard of him. I have heard of him, to be fair. So I just sound very, very condescending saying that there. Where was it? Probably not going to be there. If I'm going to have to go to my mentions actually. Who got it? It was Richard189. He mentioned my name in that post. He's getting the shout out because he has mentioned my name in that post. He is officially nominating me for the best club content creator. I don't think I'm going to win it, but you know, if all of you were to actually nominate, just who knows? You never know sometimes. Everyone's saying, screw you, Millwall. They didn't want Norwich to win, clearly. Now I need Mill to score to complete my prediction. So it looks like a couple of you predicted 2-1 in this game. I know almost for a fact that I'll get this prediction wrong. Although, Millwall were in this position before, and they managed to get 2 stoppage time goals. So anything can happen still. You know, they proved it, Mill specifically, in that game against Swansea. Does my channel say 1.33? If that's the case, let's actually see how it's going. Okay, so I've gained 1 sub. I'm on 1,326. So thank you guys so much for that. Todd Cantwell's going on the pitch, and Ramsey is also going on the pitch as well for Norwich. There, the two substitutions. And there were two substitutions I did mention as well. Dow was going off the pitch. And who's Ramsey going to replace? That's an interesting option there. So guys, we are 7 subs away from 1,333, which is absolutely amazing. So guys, please constantly show the support like you always do. It'll be a brilliant achievement if you can manage to get to that goal right there. But thank you guys so much for that. I really do appreciate it. Come on, Millwall, says Vijay. They're to be had. I wouldn't say that, unfortunately, Vijay, right now. I think they were at one stage in the second half when Millwall started to dart them with a couple of crosses from Zian Fleming, for instance. But that counter-attack goal, I think, has killed Millwall now. I know they've done this before when they were 2-0 down in the 91st minute and they managed to get a draw out of it. But I don't think it'll be so lucky. Although, having said that, that could be a good chance. Oh! Tell you what, good defending by Omar Bamidele. Brilliant. Fantastic, actually, I would dare say. So, just as I was saying that, it was a Phobie with a pass. It's very poor defending by McLean, I've got to say that there. The cross comes in by, I believe it may have been was it Shackleton? I didn't manage to see very well. But the cross comes in and Omar Bamidele manages to get a clearance just before Mill had a shot on goal. Swansea Mill match ruined me in the last minute. I think it ruined a lot of people. Header. Oh! How's he missed? Benicophobe. 5 yards, less than 5 yards, 2 yards out. How have you not hit the target, my man? Wow. Cross comes in. Header by Murray Wallace. Oh my God, it's on target, that header from Wallace. But a Phobie needs to hit the target from 3 yards out. If it's 2-1 in that position there, then I would actually back Mill to get something here. But it doesn't seem, and I'm going to say it now, it just doesn't seem it's going to be Mill's day. But they have proven us wrong in that position before. Great defending by Saville. There's Shackleton. But he gives the ball straight away. I think it was McNamara that made that cross, actually, with that chance there, actually. Right, here is Cantwell running with the ball against Saville. He finds Max Aarons. And then to the right side is still Aarons on the ball. Just a bit of 1-2 play between him and Cantwell there. I mean, to be fair, Norwich don't really need to show much urgency now. It's really now about keeping this lead. So, this is going to be the tense bit, really. Especially if Mill get a goal right now. But I think definitely what Norwich are doing, they're definitely making things quite predictable. I've got to say, that's some really good play by Millwall there. They're not giving up, Millwall. I'll give them a small amount of credit. They're not rolled over. And they are really trying to press Norwich. But here's Todd Cantwell with a lot of space. Oh my God. Here's Sargent. Oh my God. That front three is so selfish. I've got to be honest. Right. Here's Aarons. Cantwell passes it. Oh my God. Poor touch by Sargent. Gets the ball away. And the opportunity's lost. Now here come Millwall. Can a Phobie win the ball? Can he win the battle against Hanley? He can, but not going into the box, sadly. Right. Vodusama. Oh! What a save by Crew. Wow. Vodusama nearly surprised us all with that goal. It wasn't a goal, by the way. It was a brilliant save by Crew. Oh, no, it wasn't a save. I don't think he touched it. I think it hit the crossbar. Let's see this again. It looked like Crew had a touch, but I think looking at one replay... No, he did get a touch. What a save by Crew. And it comes off the crossbar and it's a corner to Millwall. Bloody hell. Right, corner comes in. Oh, headed away, but Mill could still get ahead of Nunez. It does. I tell you what, I think the subs have been actually positive for a Mill there. They have added something there. Header, still in the box. Bicycle kick by Phoebe, and it's high and wide, sadly. Two bicycle kicks from one from each opposing player, actually. But unfortunately, both have not scored, sadly. Thank you, Henry, for mentioning me in the post, by the way. So, just to just to show you guys what I'm talking about there. I only noticed this because I actually got a notification about it when I was leaving the train today. There's a post about the Best Club Content Creator Award. So underrated content creators get nominated for this. And two viewers now, because Henry's just put my name there, have nominated me, which I'm deeply honoured about. I've got to say, I think Matt's received a couple. I'll be very surprised if Ben Bloom doesn't get any either, to be honest. Rads, I think. Well, technically, with Forest being the Prem, I don't know if he counts as one, but he should definitely get one. You know, I don't think it should just be Championship. I think it's going to be generic as well, because I saw Fogden definitely mentioned as well. But yeah, this is a chance for some content creators to actually get the chance to actually get recognition there. Right, Norwich have got their first yellow card, by the way. Lewis Gibbs? Yeah, Lewis Gibbs gets the first yellow card. So guys, one thing that you can do, if you were to find that specific post and to mention me or even leave a comment mentioning and tagging me, I mean, it'd be absolutely incredible because that would actually count as a nomination. Oh, a Phobe just outside the box. He's been pressed though. This will be Norwich's first clean sheet of the season if it stays that way. Vodosama with his cross and it's booted away. What's up, long time no see, says Joe. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. And I've got to say, congrats on your prediction league, actually. You've done really well. I'll tell you one thing I'm looking forward to seeing tomorrow is Ten Hag's interview with Carragher and Neville. Pookie's on. Pookie is on the pitch. It looks like he is going to get some minutes. Josh Sargent with 2 goals. Undoubtedly, he'll be up for man of the match. I think him and Sinani have been fantastic. Honestly. Sargent's going to get man of the match, but I think Sinani should also be considered too. No Pookie, no party, says Charlie. I'll tell you what, the second goal I think killed them because I think when the subs came on, I think Mill started to now not edge, but I think at least be on level grounds with Millwall. But very, very sadly, that second goal I think just completely took the game away from them, sadly, there. It's one of those things, sadly. Oh, okay, Phoebe. No, it's well defended. Still clean sheet at the moment. So Jake Cooper is on for McNamara. So all the substitutes I said for Millwall actually did come on, but I didn't expect it to be this outcome. Ball. Oh, that's a really good ball, but it is collected by Tim Krul. Good goalkeeping. No Gatsby, no party. He's still downstairs, clearly. So he's looks like we won't get an appearance from him today, at least. There's always tomorrow. Nunez, great. Defending, no. I think the ball was still in play. No, apparently not. It's a throw into Norwich. Let's go away from the content creator thing. Right, guys, I'm going to do a final plug for this channel. If you've not liked the stream, please do like the stream. It really does help the growth of this channel. How have we actually done today? I don't think we actually done quite well, unfortunately. Definitely not been glitching today, this this channel at the moment. 15, to be fair, we actually made it halfway fair. We're living on a prayer on 15 likes. Really, really good achievement for this channel. So thank you guys so much. I knew the mic cut out. I'm sorry about that. I was just going to say, every time that you do like it really does help the growth of this channel. And thank you guys constantly for the support. Please also, if you can, hit the subscribe button, please, as well. Because it really does help. We're on 1326. So it's nearly actually in the 33% stage between 1,000 and 2,000. You know, we would need to be a third of the way there. So Oh, he's trying to get Saville sent off. I think Sinani there. Tactics. Saville, you've got to be careful. He has received a booking. Don't get sent off now. It's literally what Norwich would really like right now. What was I going to say? But yeah, please do subscribe to the channel as well. It really, really does help. And 1333 would be a brilliant achievement at the moment. And one final thing, there's this as well, this post from the Football Content Awards, the actual official one themselves, tagging your favourite content creators. I've already received 2 notifications of people nominating me on this, so thank you guys so much for that. If any of you do want to potentially see me in the running to receive this, all you got to do is tag my Instagram, which I have pinned to the stream, which you can follow directly. Oh, Mill, maybe with a chance? No, good defending, actually, by Lewis Gibbs. Good defending. But yeah, that would also be really amazing as well. Right, final thing I'm going to do is look at these stats. Millwall, as you can see there, they're having that attack spike there, but it's been too little too late for them to really get into the game. It's been all Norwich pretty much for pretty much all of it. Got to be real. With stats, look at that, 18 shots to 10, but look at that, now 3 on target, 2 of them being goals. Norwich are now having good value for their lead. Oh, maybe, okay, no, it's goal kick for Norwich. Looks like they might keep this clean sheet, actually. 7 shots on target to 5, 8 blocked shots to 3. Definitely Norwich asking more questions, and they'd be more clinical. Josh Sargent does get man of the match. Mill have hit the woodwork. That was a brilliant shot by Vogelsang there as well, actually. Both have missed one big chance. That's going to be the Afobe chance, the Mill one, and the one from Norwich. Probably the Sargent bicycle kick. I'm not too sure about Norwich's one. Anyway, 2 counter-attacks there. 1 counter-attack shot and 1 counter-attack goal. Yeah, that's their second goal, like I said. 8 shots each there. 10 shots outside the box to 2 saves there, 477 passes, 394. Wow, very one-sided. And look at that, now Norwich has scored that second for the first time this season. They are in the top 6. They are now in very familiar territory. Mill drop out of the top 6 now, in 7th now as it stands, with only their second defeat of the season. Stoppage time has officially just gone up, and it's 4 minutes of added time. So we're only at 4 minutes left of this game. Definitely a much better second half than what the first half was. Joe, I've got to say, well, thank you. Shout out to you, because you've mentioned me in the content creators post like I talked about there. So thank you, all of you that have mentioned me there. This Rich189, I think is what he's called, didn't even watch my stream, but he actually still nominated me anyway, so he gets a huge shout out. But thank you, Henry and Joe, for nominating me as well. I really do appreciate that. That's actually really made me quite touched. Salah for captain, says Vijay. I suppose he's talking about fantasy. Thanks for reminding me, because I've not changed my fantasy team yet, but I'm going to do so tonight. But as always, I forget to change my championship team. Great. Oh, my championship gaffer is already in the mud. Second half been so much better. Yeah, agreed. It's been watchable. I've been able to commentate here, and I'll actually have some goals to talk about as well. Time wasting for Tim Krul. So he's been booked for time wasting, Tim Krul. I mean, he must remember what Millwall did in stoppage time last game, so that's why he's slowing the game down. But you're 2-0 up at this stage. You know, any decent team will keep the lead at this stage. Right, having said that, Fleming's trying to go forward there. Hanley's got to really run for that, and he wins the tackle. He gets ahead of Leonard there. Great. Well done, Hanley, and he wins the free kick. I got to actually applaud that. Brilliant defending there. Runs for the ball, gets ahead of his man, makes things difficult for the attacker, gets fouled, wins the free kick, and now that's more precious time being wasted. Professional performance that I saw right there by Hanley there. Not a superb performance, but it's job done. I say second half was alright, actually, by Norwich. First half was very slow, and I do think... I'm not going to say it's all on him, but Ono Hernandez, I'm not too sure on the left, honestly. I do think some players definitely need to step up. I honestly think Sinani and Sargent should start every game now. I actually think them as a partnership work very well together. for what I've seen for Norwich. Defensively, to be fair, they've not had too much threat. The only thing they've really had threat from was from set pieces, but it looks like Norwich have really worked on that, and fair play to them, because I think that's the only part that Mill have posed a little bit of threat from open play. Mill have been actually quite disappointing personally. Aarons to Cantwell. Max Aarons. Oh, okay. It's back in the possession of Gibbs. And it's not found anyone. We're on the 93rd minute. Only one more minute. And that will be the end of this game. Jaden, welcome to the stream as well. Good to see everyone, actually. God, my chair's making a lot of noise so far. Norwich with a free kick. Right, that's going to be game over. And I think it might be a yellow card as well. Ramsey this time conceding. Not conceding, winning the free kick this time. Liam definitely doesn't like Tim Krul for what I've just seen with his comments right now. Oh, I'll show you guys the table again when the match ends. But in short, Norwich jump many places and Mill will just fall down slightly. But it's not too much to talk about. Final 10 seconds. Can I get a consolation? Let's see. That's a good ball to find Afobe. Hanley needs to try and get ahead of him there. Oh, Afobe does well. Cross comes in. Booted away by Gibbs. Mill's still going. Robert Jones not blowing the whistle yet. But they're going to allow this one final attack. Fleming gives it away. Aarons now. Back to Cantwell. He's looked at the watch now. Yeah, I think it's going to be Norwich's first clean sheet of the season. Wow. There we go. Finally, Robert Jones blows his whistle for full time. It has ended in what has been a pretty comfortable performance by Norwich, I would dare say. Tim Krul's only needed to make one stunning save, which was from Vogelsamer. But the rest of it has actually been very relatively straightforward. Set pieces, they've obviously had to try and defend and, stay very focused on those. But other than that, Mill really didn't offer too much. And what Norwich did, in the first half, they were pretty poor in terms of lacking that cutting edge, being very indecisive going forward. But in that second half, and I especially saw in their first goal, a pass and then just someone making a timed run, and Sanani with some great improvisation, getting ahead of his man and managing to get a good weighted enough pass. So when you run and are determined to get into positions, you will eventually be fed with the quality of the final ball. It was Sanani who provided that final ball, and Sargent managed to eat that ball for dinner and managed to get 2 goals out of it. So one goal was really, really well worked. Dow picking up the pieces, passed it to Sargent, who actually started the whole thing. Then Sanani manages to improvise it really, really well. But before you know it, you do manage to get him to get the ball into Sargent with a lot of pace and energy. Great strike past Bilkowski to make it 1-0. Mill will commit and they bring some players onto the pitch to try and chase the game. Vogelsamer and Fleming as 2 examples of those. They have a couple of half chances. Afobe missing a very close chance. But after that, they concede a counter-attack of their own. Sargent leading the pack. And I think it was Dow who supported him there, running forward. And it was a beautiful pass to find the way. It was Dow actually, so I actually guessed that. It was Dow that supported Sargent. Both did really, really well. Dow leading it and then supplying the perfect pass to Sargent. He was 1-on-1. And despite Leonard's best efforts, he doesn't get back in time. And that is what it made it 2-0. Who am I covering tomorrow? I'll be trying to do the 3 p.m. kickoffs tomorrow. So, in general, all the EFL that are taking place in 3 o'clock. So before I end, I'm just going to quickly show you the table, because it was requested. Millwall 7th with their second defeat of the season. Norwich now 5th. So they started this game, I think, in 17th, and now they're up to 5th. A comfortable game where they actually played quite well. When you play quite well, you get rewarded. And as you can see with Norwich, they are in the top 6, only by goal difference now. But that's the first time this season when they got it. It is 2 wins in a row. And you feel now with Norwich, is this now going to be the form that we're going to see from Norwich when they're going to start going in a long winning and unbeaten run that we do tend to see with Norwich in around this stage of the season as well? Only time would tell. Definitely not perfect yet, but they've most definitely got the players to take them to that destination. Right, final plug for the channel. If you've not hit the subscribe button, please do so. It really does help the growth of this channel. We're on 1,326, so we gained 3 subs today. So, yeah, pretty quiet overall, but it has been a pretty quiet stream overall. But we actually did gain some growth, so thank you so much for that. Let's try and push to 1333. That would be a brilliant achievement. It'll mean we're a third way through from 1,000 to 2,000 subs, which will be incredible for this channel, honestly. And one final thing now I'm just going to quickly plug as well. There's this comment right now, or this post from Football Content Awards on Instagram. So, it probably is a bit of a stretch, but if any of you have Instagram and you follow Football Content Awards or know where they are, this could be an opportunity for you to potentially tag me and get me nominated for some awards. Now, I've already been tagged 3 times, so 3 nominations, and I've got to say thank you to the 3 of you that have already tagged me on this. It is truly appreciated, and I'm really, really humbled about it. But if there's anything that you guys are wondering that, you know, you think you want to do more for the channel, but, you know, you think you've done everything, this is another small gesture, a token that you can really give towards me there. But I've got to say thank you to the 3 of you already getting involved in that. And I think that is all I need to say. That makes me 32 on the table. Yeah, because I think you said 1-0, didn't you? Or 2-1, actually. So you've got 1 point. I've not got any points so far, but there's always tomorrow. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, I feel good about the start of this game week. Good the stream tonight, says Honeygun. Happy for the manager. Being under the cosh of late. Yeah, I think Dean Smith has definitely eased the tidal wave of pressure. That's all I'll say. Right, let's take these off. I don't need these now. I need to charge them as well. Right, that'll wrap it up for today. If you guys enjoyed the stream, please give the stream a like. It just brings it up. I'll try and cover the 3 p.m. kickoffs tomorrow. If you guys have not done so, please subscribe. It really, really helps. And if you've not done so, please also share the channel too. That really helps too. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are legendary over this video. As always, I'll see you guys soon. Take care, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow.